Recording's in process right now, so we're good to go. All right,
Oh
it's
yeah,
really been, yeah, it has been a minute, I admit, from since the last Libeccio. Libeccio, I
yeah,
don't even know what this thing's
or,
called.
yeah. We just like straight just changed the spelling of the name at some point.
Yeah. Well, also you can see behind me some great, I don't even remember what this is called. Some great, microsatellitic reading of this DNA sequence I did in the lab. It's complete dog water. Alas, yo, you're muted, Phil. You're muted.
Oh shoot, I did not mean to mute myself.
All right. So what do we got? We got a couple things to lay out. So we got Chainsaw Man.
Yes.
Chainsaw Man. We got JJK,
Mm-hmm. Of
and then
course.
I think there's something else, but I can't remember.
Uh, did you watch Cyberpunk Edge Runners? Because I just finished that a few days ago.
No, but we can focus on those two for now.
Oh yeah, we can do that, and I guess I can talk about One Piece. You can talk about Vagabond since we both finished those recently.
Oh yeah. Well, we can put a pin in those because which is yeah. So how long did it take to finish it? It was like 2 years.
Yeah, so, like I read like basically like the first 100 chapters, give or take, freshman year,
Okay.
and then like sophomore year, I read the Alabasta saga, and then starting like from this fall, I started Skypiea, and then like a week ago or so, I finished it. So I read like 800 chapters in the span of like what, like 7 months.
That's what I'm gonna try and do in 3 months. 3 months. That's the
Yeah,
goal. Because I've
you can
technically
do
read
it.
it before, but
Yeah, no, you should definitely restart.
yeah, I'll give it a factory reset. See what Luffy and the crew are up to, dude. Yeah. So what else has been on? What's else been going on? Just generally.
Uh,
Oh, spring. Oh yeah,
just
you had
dealing
spring
with,
break.
yeah, it's spring break. That was nice. Got to see my sister. That was cool.
She was in from Ohio.
No, we visited her down in Pennsylvania,
Okay,
or whatever
gotcha.
state we visited her in that might not be Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah. What may or may not be in the general vicinity of the Hershey area.
You never know. You never know. Could be anywhere. Could be anywhere.
Throw 'em off the stat. All right, that's sick. That's
Yeah,
sick. You didn't stay.
yeah,
So how was it? Were you home for like a week?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like, yeah, I got home Friday, left Sunday.
Did you tell a dude that may or may not be named Brad? Hi,
I did say hi to Brad. Yes, he was there.
hypothetically there.
Hypothetically, the man who hypothetically may or may not be Brad hypothetically may have been to the hypothetical location we went to for a hypothetical dinner.
Hypothetically Hershey, Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Well, yeah, hypothetically surrendering because that's hypothetically where they don't live.
It could be hypothetically possible within this hypothetical scenario.
They
All right,
could also live in rural Uganda. You never know.
that's true. All right. So let's get down to business. What the people want. Chainsaw Man. What would you rate it on a 1 to 10?
Uh, I'd say it's like a 9 out of 10. At least for like the first like part one was a 9 out of 10. I'd say.
Yeah, part one went hard. I'd say it kind of it remind I know people like to shit on it for being like too horny, which is like yes, I get, but you're a stupid idiot if you think that I appreciate it in the same way that I do like Fooly Cooly, where it's a very like unique storytelling. Like you do not give a fuck if it's like I don't know what's the manga's name, dude? I should probably know this.
uh,
Like
Tatsuki Fujimoto is the mangaka for Chainsaw.
Fujimoto, like he's telling a story that's like genuinely, it's like a story that he genuinely wants to tell, the modality that he wants to tell, like regardless of you know, how much of a horn dog he's coming off, because it is like I take contention with the word horny to describe it, if you will.
Yeah, well, yeah, like there's some horn dog, not gonna lie, but like to boil it down to just like lol, that's a horny show. That sucks.
Yeah.
And also, it's funny
Uh,
you bring up Fooly Cooley because there's a lot of like thematic parallels between the two in terms of like the fact that the like one of the main messages about like warning it's like being groomed by older women. That's basically what happens to both protagonists.
that's facts actually. That's facts
Yeah,
actually. Shout out to the groomers. No, JK. JK. No shout out to the groomer.
yeah, I take that back. No, don't clip that.
No,
Don't clip that.
there is yeah. So there, I'm not really sure like the way where they kind of or that manifests itself thematically within the story more broadly, but nonetheless, it is an interesting parallel.
Yeah.
I'd say at least in the case of like Denji. Okay, so let me make my case because I'm sick and tired of people being stupid idiots about this. Perhaps I'm just being a stupid idiot and like over analyzing this. But the way I always kind of look at it is very much like an is like a not Pavlov's period. The pyramid of social needs.
hmm
What is it called? Pyramid of
Or so, yeah, because like I don't know if it's
mass
supposed to be
laws.
like yeah, like you have
It's
like
literally just mass laws. It's literally just mass laws for pyramid. That's like the entire show,
yeah
right? So, and I mean, I think that all right. The reason I don't have a problem with it is because it extends. It's like, it doesn't glamorize the horn dog behavior, right? In like a way that you would, oh, I don't know, in like a different anime, perhaps. Like it's very like
yeah
the entire point is like, oh, like particularly with that between like the relationship between Power and Denji. Like it is very much like hits it over the head. It's like, oh, like this is like horn dogging it up is not all it's meant to be. You know what I'm saying? Like emotions,
yeah because like he has the
relationships.
infamous scene where he gets his three squeezes, but like and then he just like is not like like he doesn't really get anything out of it because like there's no real actual intimacy. It's just like the act of touching boobs.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. So shout out that, but which is compared to freaking Makima's absolute disasterly behavior, if you will.
Yeah, she was pretty sus.
Dude was on fire. But that, do now how do you like a Narita, whatever
Uh,
the current
the
incarnation?
Makima Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. I was a little bit worried going to part two with it like
Are you
Denji
caught
seemed
up?
to just like yeah, I caught up. I read I saw the Falling Devil.
Okay, yeah. I literally read it like yesterday.
Nice. Yeah, unfortunately there's only chapters, but yeah, like I was a bit worried going to part two that like Denji wasn't really like showing much development, which like maybe would be accurate because like Denji's kind of a dumbass, but like
Yeah.
I sort of like to see him like be a bit like not just like say yes to the first girl who asks him out. But yeah, I think there's like some very like subtle like ways so you can see how like Nagita's like he's actually kind of raising her pretty decently because like if like Makima was in that situation or it was like Makima's personality, she would not have like asked Denji to like make the agreement. She would have just told him we're doing it this way. And also
Yeah.
like even like the more subtle things are like she like is like she's like letting the dogs she's walking like kind of around like she does like when they're like going after her food she doesn't like make them stop, she just tells them to stop, like she's like
Yeah.
actually acting like a regular person.
Yeah. Well, I saw like a thing I put on Instagram before I gave it up for a let where like there's like interesting parallels between like early Denji and Makima Jr. in terms of their mannerisms.
Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, it is interesting to see. I don't know, 'cause it is weird that he. I think it kind of lends itself to like that original point where it's it seems that there's some kind of character development in terms of like you know how 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 Denji is handled. No, excuse me. How he's taken on raising Makima Jr.
yeah,
If that makes sense. If that makes sense.
yeah.
But
Also
yeah,
this isn't like this is complete tangential but just like why is it that like Fujimoto always draws Denji with like his mouth hanging open in every panel in part two?
I have not noticed that, but I would not be surprised. I would
Like,
not
no,
be
you
surprised.
cannot unnotice it now. Like, go back, look at all of him. He's like, he's just constantly his fucking mouth open. He's become a mouth breather after
Yeah,
character
he's just a
development.
mouth breather. It's classic.
Yeah.
No, okay. So now, what do you make of the other supposed other Chainsaw Man? This dude just capping or
Um,
what?
I I've seen like speculation on the pinnacle of intellectualism, the Chainsaw Folks subreddit,
Oh,
that
I'm sure it's.
it's probably like I know that people like constantly think that like it's the one dude who leads the Devil Hunter Club at the high school, and like
Hmm.
he's like what they've dubbed fake Sawman, but I don't know.
Well,
Like
didn't I mean
there,
at the aquarium? Didn't they say he's like, oh, he just got like a surgical implant?
yeah, but like I would not be surprised if like he's just capping with that, like he's trying to like trick the audience and thinking, oh, he's not the real Chainsaw Man, the real fake Sawman.
The fake Saw Man. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
exactly,
Or
exactly.
maybe there is no fake Sawman and Genji just killed that one girl.
Yeah, yeah, exactly what I was thinking. Well, yeah, I really don't have too much to say about Chainsaw Man. I'll be real. I'll be real. It's just
Yeah, it is.
solid. It's just solid.
Yeah, it is. Also, one of the things I've seen on the Chainsaw Folks subreddit, people are just down bad for the Falling Devil now.
What? Are you serious?
I, I've seen a lot of it. Yeah, just people are
Oh,
just brain dead.
I don't. I didn't even remember it being that. Bruh, that's
It's
actually
just like,
kind of.
well, it's like, like has like the face of a woman and has breasts. Therefore, sim.
That's hilarious.
It's also it's kind of like Chainsaw does kind of have like the Evangelion syndrome where people just kind of ignore the messages just in favor of like
I would
obsessing
agree.
over the
I
waifus.
would agree with that. I would agree with that.
Yeah,
There is the weird. Like, I'm sure there are dudes on our Chainsaw Man that like actually still like that find uh Makima to be like, a less deplorable villain than others just because of the horn dogs.
yeah, or like
It's
they would
ironic.
be her
It's
dog.
ironic. So go ahead. Go ahead.
They would be her dog.
They would be
That's what we're getting
barking.
to.
It's amusing to me that like that's the entire like point of that's just the entire thematic point of Chainsaw Man is to realize that Makima's like a dog shit person. And like that's like supposed to be like almost like it's almost like supposed to be like in terms of like the interpersonal drama between Makima and Denji. Like, that's the entire point is him just being like realizing that there's a little bit more out there than tits and ass. So it's funny that despite being taken along on this on the journey, the narrative journey of Denji, people are still dumbasses and still like the entire message goes over their head.
Yeah, some people just need to breed far, far away from here.
Yeah, yeah. Again, I'm not really too active on the any anime subreddit, so I'm not too familiar with what's going down in the trenches over there. But I cannot imagine that there's some big brain plays going on.
I think the only ones that I'm a member of is the Chainsaw Folk one, and then the JoJo's meme subreddit,
Oh, what is it called?
Shitpost Crusaders.
Yeah, that's actually funny. I like that. I like that a lot. That's funny. Yeah, but yeah. Did you see the speaking of that? Did you see there were like I don't know if it's the first chapter, but if there's just like a feature for part 9,
Yeah, JoJo lands.
JoJo Land.
I I saw like a couple images of it. Like I've seen obviously the design of the protagonist, but I
Mhm.
mean I'm still not even done with part 5, so I've got a ways to go.
It's a fat O. It's a fat O.
Yeah.
I really like part 6 though.
Speaking of horn dogs,
I'm down bad, dude. I'm down bad. You just put a little bit of eyeliner on it. I'm whipped.
you've been caught lacking.
I have been caught lacking, dude. Yeah, shout out. And yeah, I know
Yeah.
people. the ending is like the anime. So this is my take on the ending. It's kind of dog water, but it's uh it's absolutely dog water. But it's such an Iraqi ending that like I just don't even care because the
Yeah,
way
actually, that
they
I thought.
ended it was kind of fucking hype.
Yeah, I remember if you ever seeing a meme. It was like other fan groups. No, you had the bad ending. We hated it, and the judgment is like the ending of Part 6 is terrible, and we love it.
I know I love it though. It's so goofy. I could just I'll have to expound more on that later. But it's incredibly amusing because yeah I can't really get too much into it. But yeah, it's fine. All right. All right. So let's break this down a little bit. First off, unless you have anything else to contribute about Chainsaw Man.
I think I'm good with Chainsaw Man.
All
I'm
right.
just looking
Look,
forward to all the new chapters.
I know. Before it inevitably goes on hiatus. Speaking of Vagabond,
How many
yeah,
chapters of Vagabond are there again?
325, 327, something like
Gee, that's One Piece is just fried my brain. I think because like why it feels like 325. I'm like that's not that much.
that. I didn't take me
Yeah,
too long to get through it. It took me like in terms of like actually reading, it probably took me like a week.
yeah.
Like it was sporadically, yeah. 327, yeah, 327, yeah. I, I. The funny thing is like as soon as I type up how many chapters of Vagabond are, there's just like a bunch of memes about like what's her face just not making just not making any chapters.
See, he's not playing Dragon Quest. He's making Dragon Quest.
Yeah, he's a dev for Dragon Quest. That is crazy. I can't. How long has it been? It's been like what 12 years.
I don't think it's been that long.
It's kind of been at least close to 10.
I think it's like 6 or something. May 2015.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
So
almost 8 years.
yeah, almost 8 years. The thing is like, all right, I get like you really just like do not give a fuck. Like you can't you have to like really just not give a fuck about your own IP to not release. But like in terms of like let's say like let's take it at face value and say that he's actually undergoing mental and physical strain to produce the manga, which I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is. Like concerning like the level of work related stress in like all industries in Japan. And it's like the deadlines are just so incredibly brutal. So we'll take it at face value that he is. Like, you can't tell me you can't like release like one chapter a month. Like, just like go like one chapter a month, and or just like even just like give yourself like double or triple the time that you'd normally take. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just do like a couple panels every now and then. Wake up, drink a cup of coffee. Draw a couple panels and keep it going. But alas.
Dude, it's funny. I look up Vagabond hiatus. The first image I see is the Hunter x Hunter hiatus chart.
Yeah. Has Togashi been putting them out still or no?
Um, so they made an announcement that they were going to change the format of Hunter x Hunter's release. They just said like it would no longer be published as a weekly serialization.
I'm shocked it's not a weekly serialization.
Yeah. So but apparently I think the most recent chapter is chapter 400.
Omega Toll. I'm gonna go to hiatus X hiatus right now.
Yeah.
See what we're looking at. Okay, so the last one he released was yeah, chapter 4 Honey.
Yeah, because I saw that according to his Twitter account, chapter 401 has been completed.
Okay. I don't know how frequently these are. This is based off okay, these are all based off of weeks. Okay. But it's been 87 days since the last chapter.
It was December 26th, so he gave us a slightly late Christmas present and then fucked off for however long.
Yeah, yeah. That is
Yeah,
fun.
I think maybe I think at this point like either Shonen Jump has pressured him or he's like I decided that he doesn't want to pull a berserk and not get to finish his work. So I guess
I
at
said
some point
that
might
must have been like what it was. Like if I was Araki, or sorry, if I was Togashi and I saw Berserk dude die without finishing, I mean that's assuming he gives like a shred of a shit about Hunter x Hunter, then I'd be like, all right, that's time. Let's get back in. Let's get back in the game, guys.
I mean I feel like if he like didn't give a shit, he would have just ended it so much like earlier.
Yeah, but there's still like pressures from like Shonen Jump and like the backlash he would have faced if he did, you know.
Yeah, but he has like I imagine he has to have fuck you money at this point.
He definitely does, but still, like I'd imagine,
Yeah.
I don't. It's just probably like a major pain in the because they probably like want him to finish it still. So it's like
Yeah.
perhaps that's what he's doing right now. He's just trying to figure out any way. He's just like a Yu Yu Hakusho ending where he just like completely just, like shits on the franchise.
Yeah. I mean, I know they're now like they still have to get to the Dark Continent.
They're still on the boat.
Yeah, they're in the Succession Contest arc.
How does that? So anime ended after the election arc, right?
Yeah, anime ended I think chapter like it's like 360 something.
Nice. So he's
Oh,
put out
actually,
like four,
it's
like
three
40 chapters.
it's 338 and 339 where the chapters adapted in the last episode of the anime.
All right, so
So
he's produced like
system cap.
70 chapters since like 2011.
It was actually funny because I remember when I first like well, I like read a couple of like the chapters immediately after the anime ended on Kiss manga, Hallowed Be Thy Name, rest in
How did I
peace.
am?
Yeah, and I remember when I read the chapters, they included like some of the pages that were like included with it that weren't like the actual manga, but were like kind of advertisement stuff.
Okay.
And one of the advertisements was the concept art for the new characters for the election arc. I think he like
No,
barely finished that shit on time.
the concept art, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Like the
I was like,
pre-dev stage of the
yeah, it's like, hey, here's Pariston. Here's
Whoa.
I don't I remember like the one green hooker was in like Cheadle or something.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fat L for the brothers that have been following loyally since like 1990 whatever
Yeah,
1998.
Hunter x Hunter is almost as old as One Piece.
Oh, that's probably right.
Yeah, because they came, but I think they they came out like less than a year apart. I think One Piece had been like 1998 and Hunter might have been 1999 or something. Or maybe I'm
That
thinking
sounds
of
right. That sounds right. Freaking Oda Sensei over here has to sacrifice his entire livelihood, or not his livelihood, his entire his family and, and every aspect of his social life for
yeah.
One Piece.
Chapter chapter one was 1997 for One Piece.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. July 19th.
Damn, son.
Yeah.
Hmm. Damn. Well, I guess Oda only has about 600 chapters on on Togashi.
Yeah, I mean he's almost 700. He's about to hit 1100 now.
Oh shit! That means I gotta start reading faster. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I don't know. I'll keep talking.
Uh, yeah, so for our loyal listeners out there, by which I mean probably me rewatching this, uh, while Luke is gone, I will tell you some of my favorite arcs from One Piece. My favorite is definitely Enies Lobby, even though Marineford is a close second, but Enies Lobby I think it's like the emotional peaks way better. Whereas like Marineford was more like a calm. It was Marineford was better on like a technical level because it's like a combination of the 550 some odd chapters that precede it, and it combines them together into like this kind of masterful like symphony with all these major players around the world, and it's a joy to read. But then in terms of like the emotional journey of the crew of the Straw Hat Pirates, I think that Enies Lobby and Water 7, you can show them together. I think that those hit it higher. Like I would say that Luffy versus Usopp. on an emotional level, I think it peaks slightly higher. You interrupted me talking to our loyal viewers about my
I
favorite One
can
Piece.
still hear it. I can hear it through my headphones.
Oh, oh, you could? How well can you hear
Yeah.
it though? Well, thankfully, I did not spoil anything. I just
I know. I
said
was like,
like the
dude,
names of the
dude,
characters.
come on. Yeah, I was ready to just hear a massive bomb spoiler on here. Yeah, say
Yeah,
our loyal
yeah.
listeners
When
will
Luffy
know.
dies in chapter, when Luffy dies in the chapter right before you stopped reading, the chapter right after you stopped
No,
reading. Yeah,
no, dude. Yeah, he gets the Shinigami death seal put on him
don't
by
worry,
Jiraiya, by
yeah,
the
but
third Hokage.
like 300 chapters later, they find some random ass that you undo the Reaper Death Seal that got never got hinted to, and then he gets revived with Renee Tensei.
That's right. And then, yeah. And then what is I can't even remember. Oh yeah, what the hell? It was like the I can't even remember like the whack ass plot mechanism, the loophole. Oh, that's right. Like there was like the Rinnegan thing to bring Madara back to life.
Yeah, it was Renee Rebirth. It was what Nagato used to just revive the entire village, remove the consequences of his existence.
Yeah. So that was definitely one thing I would dog on for I'd beef with within the pan. That's like the only thing I'd really beef with from the Nagato arc.
Yeah, but then
Even
little
like
did you know, you would have way more beef in the arcs that followed it.
yeah, little that I know, it's a slight slight sidestep compared to the subsequent developments. Yeah, no, I would yeah like let Kakashi let him die, dude. Like
Yeah,
I would just come
let him just
back.
talk to his dad for a minute, you know.
Yeah, the White Fang or whatever. I always just think about the one scene from the Lorax movie, like the recent one where it's like let it die, let it dribble up. I was like, dude, please.
I don't know, but I was thinking about that same song a few days ago. I don't remember what triggered it though.
I don't know what it came to me either, but I was like, let it die, dude, let it die. For whatever reason.
Divine intervention right there, making us think of
Divine
the
intervention.
greatest iteration of the Lorax ever told.
Kudasai Masako. Yeah. All right, dude. Jump in a little JJK action, dude. I would. Do you prefer Chainsaw Man or JJK?
I think I like slightly prefer Chance Man at the moment, but maybe as JJK proceeds, if it has a obviously like we can really like stick the landing with the ending, I think it might be better.
Oh, he's in. We're in the ending right now. We're in the end phase, right? The end game.
We're definitely past the halfway point.
Oh, for sure, for sure, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah. As I said, the thing is like I don't know what would be more climactic at this point than what's going on right now. Are you're caught up, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So then I don't know really anything that'd be more climactic than like you kind of run out of characters to kill here, dude.
Yeah, yeah, he really dropped a absolute bombshell with what happened to poor Megami, let's say that.
That was a bombshell that I thankfully got spoiled on Instagram. God damn it,
Yeah.
dude.
I got spoiled on a little bit of the most recent chapter. Because I just saw like an out of context image of the whole thing where like where the person possessing Megami's sister's body wants to
Oh yeah,
marry like I'm not gonna lie, that just was not necessary at all.
it's some whack like 1,000 year drama coming into play.
It is some sus shit, right? Okay.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, it doesn't really take away from the plot per se, but it's kind of like a okay.
You know that I'm just gonna pretend that didn't happen, you know, not canon.
It is it okay. It is hella weird in the sense that it is like they're siblings.
Yeah.
That is like the WTF part of it, but no, I digress. I suppose. I suppose.
Thankfully, it seems like it's not gonna actually happen because Sugina just wants to kill her. But you know,
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. All right, so I would say, all right, so there's a couple of highlight. The highlight reel I would say is the over in terms of the manga. So obviously Shibuya arc goes crazy, right?
Yes, we are.
Within that, the fight between Nanami and Idol Transformation dude goes crazy.
Well, that wasn't really a
Then
fight. That's more just like that one moment where he was like half burned up, like Two Face.
yeah, yeah. The same thing with well, just that entire sequence uh with him and even with like Nobara.
Yeah,
It's just a fire scene. I will say like they did not really linger too much on Nobara's death.
yeah. I'm still like 50-50 on if she's alive or not. I think she's probably dead, but I wouldn't be surprised if she's alive.
I if she was alive, I'd just be like, why?
Yeah, like I don't know, like
Because they
I feel like
never said it explicitly.
yeah. It's like, there's like a 1% chance that she might still be alive, but it's not pretty.
Yeah, like the scene was like very indicative, like it was very is implying that she was. There was like you don't have to say it.
Yeah.
It's like okay, so she's dead then, you know. So
Yeah, like I
but
guess like I don't know what you would do with Nora at this point.
yeah, yeah. The one thing I would say would be kind of freaking sweet is if we could do because I remember. Do you remember the scene in this is in the anime where it was when they did that fought like that one weird ass finger dude. It's like in the arc where Tenji Itadori got his heart ripped out.
Oh yeah, so like the very like first part of it, really?
Yeah, and I just remember nobody was about to get collapsed by like all those things before Megumi came in and did his job. But I just remember one scene where she's like, "I'm gonna curse all of you. I'm gonna curse all of you guys." So it would be kind of I would think it'd be kind of cool if like I don't know she if there's any remnants of her like if I don't know if there's actually a final fight between Itadori and whatever his face is, then like no if there's any like lingers in it like that she like you can actually see like a sorcerer how like a sorcerer's death can actually because I guess that's one of the things that they always talk about is like you need to be a bit of a stoic if you will lest that in your death you create another curse so it'd be interesting to see if something like that would manifest.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah. As one of the other things that is also interesting right now is I've seen like what is Yuji's reaction gonna be? Because we hasn't really had time to process the whole Sukuna hijacking Megumi's body.
Oh yeah, yeah. It has not focused on him too much.
Yeah. And it's in there because like this whole time, like Yuji's basically like a selfless man in a cruel world because like they've been told over and over, like, you just sources you need to be like selfish, you need to like prioritize yourself. And then like
Yeah,
the reason that Sukuna was able to like transfer over to Megumi was because he didn't put the restriction on himself. He cared more about other people than protecting himself. And that like literally just fucked him over and like,
I'm trying to think.
could cause some
What
like
was the
problems.
scene in which? What was the scene in which? So he just threw one of the fingers in his mouth, right?
Yeah, like he had took over Ichiro's body for the minute, knocked out the angel girl, just like bullets Megami, and just shoved his finger down his throat that he ripped off.
Oh wait, how did he take possession though?
Oh, remember, like it was like way back, like the very beginning after the mission where Itadori died. He's like, okay, I'll revive you with my
Yeah,
powers, but I'm gonna have a condition where if I say this one word, I'll get 1 minute of control for your
yeah,
body. And George's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna kill my friend. He's like,
yeah.
okay,
Then he's just
fine.
fucked.
Yeah, it's like, well, I won't hurt your
No, I
friend.
was
In
under the
fact, I'll
condition
give
that like
him
he
a
couldn't
major
harm
power.
any of his Tomodachis,
Was Toma what?
his friends.
Okay. If you said Nakama, I would have understood that 'cause that's a One Piece, but
No, that's
Yeah,
it.
So Itadori just like did not care if he got hurt because he's a selfless man, but sucks to suck, man.
Oh, so it was so I guess so is since he hurt so yeah, but I guess yeah, I guess it's trying out the condition of whether or not like Megumi eating the finger qualifies as like harm.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, he's giving Megami a massive power boost. Like you saw the size of that
Yeah.
owl thing he made. That he was
Oh
popping
yeah.
up
Nui, whatever it's called.
and knew it.
Yeah, shout out. Shout out. Yeah, okay, I guess yeah, I remember that scene now. And it's also like one of the I'm curious like what the role of Angel will be in the
Well,
subsequent
yeah, because
chapters.
like
It got completely played.
yeah, cause like her power, like they wanted her to get Goja out of the prison seal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that one spirit possessing her, whatever, was like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that until I killed like the Forsaken ones. Like, oh, who could the Forsaken one be?
Huh. Now, does Itadori still have like the 16 or whatever fingers inside of him or no?
I would say no because he lost like the second set of eyes. So I think that like it just all got transferred to me in that one pinky.
Damn, that's nuts. Rip
Yeah,
the man, dude. Rip the man.
he hit Megami with the whooshy finger hold there.
He did get hit with the Wuxi finger hold. Yeah. He's got one tapped. That is tough.
Yeah, he just got smoked.
That is actually tough. Yeah, so this is AKA Yuji's gonna have to start thinking of some of his own cursed techniques.
Yeah,
Where
which is weird because like I remember like Gojo said like at the beginning like oh Yuji has no innate curse techniques, but he will eventually soak in his curse techniques that will like dissolve into him.
yeah, like imprint on him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know like how long the time frame for that one was, but you know.
Well, it'd be pretty convenient right now if he could just do literally anything besides punch.
Yeah, yeah. Do anything besides like, throw a haymaker.
Yeah, like at this point, like Yuji's a fucking tank, but I feel like Maki's just like kind of
And
cracked at this
dude,
point.
that was one of my favorite sequences.
Yeah, Maki might be my favorite character at this
I
point.
was gonna say I think Maki is my favorite characters for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
but
And
it's like I think it's like it's her, Toji, and then Nanami.
yeah, I'd agree with that. That's a good line. That's a solid. Yeah, I might switch Toji and Nanami, but yeah,
Yeah,
I throw Nanami at number two. That dude's a chiller.
he is very cool,
He's an
and
absolute
he
chiller.
is voiced by goddamn Seto Kaiba. So
I don't know who that is. 'Cause I think I've seen him like around, but I don't
wait,
know. Yeah,
you don't know who Seto Kaiba is?
I mean clearly he's a voice actor, but
No, it's not the voice actor name. Seto Kaiba is a fuck is like a Yu-Gi-Oh character.
what? What is going on?
Okay, so I was saying that he's voiced by the guy. I wasn't saying that he's the main voice in Seto Kaiba. I was saying that the guy voicing Nami is also the voice of Seto Kaiba, the Yu-Gi-Oh character.
Like let's duel Yuji, like that dude.
Yeah, like the guy with the blue eyes white dragon,
Oh, that's funny.
aka the pettiest bitch in the history of humanity.
Really?
Yeah, like, he literally in like one of the movies they made, he like uses his multi like trillion-dollar company to invent time travel so he can go back in time and fight the pharaoh that was possessing the main character's body for the entire series just so he can beat him in a game of Yu-Gi-Oh and run back his loss.
Damn.
There's
Wait,
also like the only time he ever actually beats Yugi, the main character, is when he literally threatens to kill himself if he doesn't win.
bruh.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, that's tough.
Yeah.
Now, wait,
In
so
his
what's
defense
the?
though,
I'm not too familiar with the Yu-Gi-Oh lore.
yeah, I watched like the first two seasons back when I was like a literal kid, but
Hmm.
yeah.
So I don't. So look, he's. But all I know is like the one, the pyramid chain.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the like Millennium Puzzle as it is called.
Oh, I see. So whenever he's in a pinch, he gets possessed.
It's basically like whenever he has a serious battle, yeah, like he will the Pharaoh Atem will possess his body because Atem is like just literally like him, but like way more confident and better at dueling. He's like literally the spirit of like 1,000-year-old Pharaoh who like was around back when like the
Legend.
Yu-Gi-Oh card game was like way more stronger. Like you were literally betting your life.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. So it was just like the nine tails essentially.
It was basically Ninetales, yeah.
It seems like a pretty common thread of a plot armor, if you will.
Yeah. It was yeah, basically Ninetales have they were pretty much always on the same page, except like a couple of times, but
Yuji
yeah.
and Yugi.
Yugi Moto and Atem were way more on the page than Sukuna and Ichidori, we'll put it like that.
Okay, okay. I see what you mean. All right,
Yeah.
well, shout out them, I guess. Shout out them, I guess. Now, but there's also like, isn't there like a part two like of Yu-Gi-Oh where it's like he's up older?
I don't think they ever did that. Like they might have showed time he was older, but like they basically just hardened with the series an entirely new cast of characters, like
Oh, they did.
5 times, I think. Yeah.
Damn. But Yugi's the main John.
No, well, it's not really like JoJo's where like okay, it's kind of like JoJo's, but like there's not really much overlap. There is no like Jotaro or Josuke to like link it together. Like it's pretty much all separate.
They're completely separate.
Yeah, it's like the same word, but like you basically only see them work together in like a crossover movie or like a specific crossover episode or something.
That's funny. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I've seen what is I know Yugi. I know the third dude in what's this called? Yu-Gi-Oh! 5DS.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Gs, I think. Or maybe
Okay,
5Ds or something, whatever. But yeah,
five
that
Ds
one.
nice. Because
Yeah,
I
5Ds.
don't know why I thought that Yugi and that dude was the same person.
Oh no, those are two different people. Yeah.
Because they had like the
Yes,
same
that
yellow streaks.
yeah. Well, they gotta get that marketing with like that that classic like wacky like 5-pointed star hairstyle.
I can tell you that's not wacky. It's very common over here. It's an
Yeah,
everyday
see
thing.
all the middle schoolers with it.
I'm about to go get this that cut myself. Actually, that's crazy.
Yeah, it worked very well with your very curly hair.
Yeah, I wouldn't look. Yeah, it's just how it works. What
Yeah.
is this? Yeah, I kind of want to watch it. I know Moist Critical is like, yeah, this is like the best thing. That's like this is God's gift to humanity is Yu-Gi-Oh. But
I haven't actually gone back and watched it in quite some time. Uh, I
I just
I
remember
I
I remember one scene. I think I don't know, maybe I was at your house when I was watching it. The other thing that I remember from Yu-Gi-Oh at all, it was like like they were on like motorcycles and they were dueling and it's like some like big like he almost looked like Aang in the Avatar state in part one when he was at the moon. But he was all yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but
I think that was like that was one of the cards they played or something.
it was what?
I think that was like one of the cards they played.
I'd assume so. I don't know too I don't well enough to
Yeah. Yeah.
but
The
yeah, it's kind of
motorcycle
funny.
one was the third season though.
It was what?
The motorcycle one was like it's like basically like the third it's basically the part three of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The 5Ds, 5Gs.
Yeah. Yeah. I watched like a little bit of the 5D stuff, but I mainly watched the first part where it's like regular Yugi and then part two.
Yeah.
Although
I
apparently
did. Yeah, go ahead.
I like apparently there was part of this like part two that never got like aired in America. It got like, dubbed over by 4 Kids, so I just never watched it. Because like the ending I saw, the one where they like stopped dubbing it, was when the main character just straight up died, and I thought that
He
was how it
dies?
ended. Well, like yeah, like he died, then he comes back to life, but they never got the rights, I guess, or they never dubbed the part where he comes back to life. So like, I
Bruh.
guess like 6 or 7 year old me thought that he died, but like I wasn't stuck. Like it was actually a pretty like it was a decent ending there, and like it made
Really?
thematic sense that he would die there. Yes, it wasn't just like it wasn't like he just got like a shot or something and it just ended on a cliffhanger. It was thematically poignant and I walked away satisfied. But I guess
Nice.
I'm not satisfied now because apparently I know that there's just some like extra season of it that I just missed.
Huh. Damn. I'll have to go find the bootleg copy over here so you can do. So you can't get going on over here. That's
I mean,
cool. Now, my question is, does the motorcycles have any like, implications for the duel?
yeah, I don't know if how like they actually implement it into like what like in real life, but I'm pretty sure like I think I remember correctly like you need to have like speed enough to like play your spell cards and stuff.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, or something like that.
Something like that. Okay, so it's actually
Yeah,
an integrated part of like the dueling system.
yeah. It was not just they ran on motorcycles for some reason.
I thought I completely thought it was they just decided to throw the motorcycles on the scene.
I do remember like in like the first episode of that season, like the main character is like this rebel outsider from the city, and he was getting
Huh.
like chased by this one cop who was also on a motorcycle, and the cop managed to was like chasing him down trying to arrest him, and he managed to hack into his motorcycle's computer, and instead of getting his motorcycle to just stop so he could arrest
Yeah.
him, he used it to force him to accept a duel, but duel between the two of them.
Naturally.
He he just he just wants to embarrass him in front of his entire crew.
And that's the long-term game there. You don't want to send him to a penitentiary. You just want to embarrass
Break
him in
his
front of
spirit.
exactly. You never want him to mount that motorcycle ever again. The only way to do that is through a Yu-Gi-Oh duel. That's funny actually. Yeah. All right. What else we got for JJK though? Ugh. I mean,
Um,
there's nothing really because it's just a tight ass story.
yeah, I guess they want your predictions for how we think that the what's going to happen with Megumi now he's being possessed by Suguna. Like,
Okay, I like
do we
this.
think
I
that
like this.
so I guess number one, do we think he's gonna kill his sister?
Yes, I do. I think he'll get. I think yeah. I think that'll happen. I think he'll kill his sister. Hmm. Yeah, I guess I could see the fight is ongoing, right? Right.
Yeah, it's going on right now.
Well, I would. All right. So let me ask this first. So, number one, will Megumi die or not?
I would not be surprised if Megumi died.
Yeah. I said I would not be surprised at this point either. But I could really go either way. I could really go either way.
Yeah.
Um. So I guess that would also just become like the question that would then become if this Itadori is like the one true vessel for Sukuna.
Maybe yeah, maybe he does have to like get Suguna back into his body by like tearing off the finger from Sukuna as Megumi or
Hmm.
something and doing that.
Yeah, well, the problem, the catch-22 is if he was gonna do that, he'd have to take every single like finger at a time instead of doing it one by one.
Yeah, at that point, Sukuna would take back over, and Sukuna would not have the condition to force him to not attack anyone who's Yuji's friends with.
Yeah, I would, dude. Honestly,
So,
I wouldn't even be surprised if it just like came full circle and was just like, all right, get all the fingers and then you execute Itadori.
yeah, that might just be the play. Maybe actually, maybe that would be the thing where like he just does that, gets the fingers in, and then Who's the dude from JJK 0?
Toad. I turn on which one?
Utah? Is that his
Oh,
name?
yeah.
Yeah, maybe like Yuta actually does end up being the one to actually eat the door once he has all the fingers in him.
Hmm. I mean,
Actually,
I'm.
that's a
So the thing I'm curious about is that, um, whether or not I kind of want to see a bit more with the elders within the JJK society because those dudes are just complete ops.
yeah. I don't know what happened with those. I feel like at this point they might have played too big role because they just haven't been introduced yet. But you could probably.
Yeah, yeah, but
And
there is a
also,
major opery going on with them, with like killing the sensei and whatnot.
yeah. Also, something I just realized is that so remember how Sukuna he traveled to a different colony to find Megumi's sister because like he killed the one dude with the laser like
Oh
pompadour.
yeah, yeah,
And Utah is also inside of that colony.
that's right.
Yeah, so maybe it's just like the classic where like Sukiya's about to kill Megumi's sister, and then Yuta and Rika appear to just wreak havoc.
Now would yeah, what happened to the other chick that was like with like the circle, like the sky thing?
I think she's still alive, but I don't think we know what happened to her.
Okay, okay.
Also, I think what happened to that? Remember that one random like regular ass dude who got introduced in like the very beginning of the this arc?
Oh, the comedian dude.
No, not the comedian dude. Actually, the comedian dude would probably just beat Sukuna, honestly. But
That'd be so funny.
yeah. I need to find. It's like was it? There was like I swear to God, like there was just one random dude who got introduced as being a player in the culling game.
The lawyer?
No, no, not the lawyer. I thought maybe it's the lawyer. I thought it was someone else though. I'm like scrounging through the wiki right now to try and find out.
Do you remember what he did?
I don't know that thing. I don't think he's done anything.
Hmm.
Oh,
Let me try and go to
it's
Goog as well.
players there. Maybe I'm just going crazy, and maybe it was just the lawyer dude. But I thought that was like someone else.
I think you're thinking of the lawyer dude.
Yeah. Oh, also, the blue-haired chick, according to this, is in the colony that Sukuna's at right now with Utah.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's probably still alive, right?
Yeah, she's still alive, and like
Usually
I
just
think she
sticks
showed
around.
up just randomly in like one panel a couple chapters ago.
The chick that
But
Yuta beat up.
no, the blue-haired girl, she was like just randomly like this one small panel you just saw like the back of her head just like a couple chapters ago. So I think she could like I don't know, maybe with Mekamaru dying, she could have gone like
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about now. Okay.
yeah, Miwa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she might not be a happy camper.
She has the most epic pack of all time and is now Gojo level, despite being literally called useless Miwa by herself.
Yeah. No. It's also, isn't there a dude that has like the exact same power as her?
I mean, probably because like her power is just like she can draw her sword fast.
Yeah, it just remind me of like Ken from Hunter x Hunter,
Yeah,
Nogoda, whatever his name is,
Nobunaga. Yeah,
Nobunaga. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. But she has
yeah,
like the basic weak power of like Iato or whatever.
yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I feel I'm pretty happy with the way the manga is right now because I really don't know what's gonna going forward. I guess for me, if I was writing it, it would make the most sense to I don't know. I guess I guess if I like number one like just like unhatch if there's any way to like unhatch Gojo to be a cheat code. But I feel like in terms of like gaining suspense like that's probably most like not like, a fantastic idea.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So
like, Gojo probably has to be like until the very end after all the aftermath.
exactly, exactly. Um, so yeah, I don't know. What you got anything?
Uh, uh, the only really main fight we haven't talked about, I guess, is one fight between uh the cursed doll dude, the special grade sorcerer versus whatever the antagonist name is.
Who are we talking about?
Um,
Talking about
yeah.
Doll Dude versus the one dude from Kyoto.
Yeah, the dude with the tat who's obsessing the one dude's body or whatever.
The dude with the guitar, right?
No, 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 no. This was happened like recently. Uh, it was the fight where they were inside of like Tengen's area, and the main bad guy was going to like capture Tengen or whatever, and they were trying to stop him.
The puppet dude?
Did you delete this information from
Oh,
your brain? Did you read it too?
you're talking about Goji or uh Toshinori?
Is it, is his name like Ketchy or something? No, fuck.
Noritoshi Ka no. Yeah, Noritoshi Kamo.
So it was Choso and the special good source for a female who like asked Toto like what's your type of woman in that one
Oh
flashback
yeah,
in the anime.
yeah.
Yeah, those two
That was
versus
a
the main
great
bad
fight.
guy. Yeah,
That was a great fight. That's a great fight.
yeah,
Um Also why is Master Tengen like the most useless thing alive?
yeah. I don't know. I feel like maybe we shouldn't have even like given him like an actual physical manifestation like that. Like he just looks dumb as shit.
He just like dumb as shit, but he's also like contributes like nothing. I'll be real.
Yeah, he's basically a plot device.
Yeah, yeah. Um, uh, yeah, because I'm still like not entirely clear on what he does. Like, I know there's something to do with like the barriers around like JJK and something like that, but
Yeah,
I'm still not entirely sure what his significance is and why you need to like protect him at all. I know there's some like yeah, there was some plot device where it's like, oh,
yeah,
can't let him get his hands on Master Tengen.
yeah. He's just borderline a MacGuffin at this point.
Yeah, yeah, like yeah, I'm MacGuffin to protect. But I guess it's like the one thing about I like a soft magic world more than like a hard like a rigid one. In some regards, and in the case of JJK, I think whatever his face is does it really well. But on the downside, it's kind of like you can kind of get away with a lot of shit just by like making up some like curse thing. I don't
Yeah,
know,
he basically just like took Nen and just like kind of dumbed it down slightly, which
and like it's like
I can
a
respect
Nen
that.
X chakra.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like I respect taking from those two. Those are two good power systems.
Yeah, and I say I really do like. I mean, at least I like it more than chakra at the very least. Let's have a pretty low bar and a limbo under.
Uh, I'd say, yeah, I guess if you have to include like all the shit from like fucking Shippuden and God forbid Boruto, then yeah, it's probably better. But I think they're about equal because like part one chakra.
Yeah, yeah. I do like how I do like that the sources uh mm, I do like I don't know actually. That's a tough one. I was gonna say I kind of like how there's a bit more. It kind of roots it. Uh, the Passion of JJK kind of roots itself more firmly within reality. But this, I mean, it's not really like a pro or a con for Chakra.
Yeah, it's just a subjective taste.
Yeah, yeah. It just lends itself better to the setting of JJK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
So
also, speaking of Naruto, did you have you heard anything about the most recent Boruto chapter?
I have not. Do I want to?
It's it's something, all right. So uh I don't remember if I talked to you or if you remember about how like they basically just retcon the creation of ninjutsu. There's like this special kind of like shinjutsu, which is like formed by like the Otsutsuki who became God, and like
What?
all ninjutsu. So basically, like there's like the Otsutsuki have like the big Otsutsuki who ate so many of the like chakra fruit trees or whatever that he just became God, and he has
Okay.
like some sort of like super ninjutsu called shinjutsu, and all ninjutsu is just literally people trying to vainly copy shinjutsu and failing.
The thing is, like, they just had to like retcon because like the way it worked, like how these always just kind of end us like always just like point us in the direction of just like shitting on Naruto. The thing that was cool, well, like, 'cause I do always enjoy like that the trope of like oh like shit was harder back like that the idea of like ancient magic and ancient whatever. Like I always think that's a very cool. It's a very simple way to have like a power structure or a power system that you know gives you some foot room for exploration. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's a solid trope.
Yeah, even like within like Lord of the Rings, they do that shit. Or like the ancient evils and blah blah blah. Blah. It just works in my opinion. Um, uh, in terms of like it's easy to understand because you think about like like the megafauna and mega flora of our own like ecological development. Like that shit was hard as fuck, right? So I fuck with I like it. Um, but so in that was what was kind of cool about the Renegon was it goes to the power of a the first stage of ninjutsu, blah blah blah. But it's very much untouchable in that sense. Um, and but everything seemed to kind of like build off of that, like like uh uh the Sharingan was like a derivative of an imperfect Rinnegan, right? But everything still kind of uh worked towards that that power scale. Um, but it seems like they're just trying to trying to do that again with the Shinjutsu,
Yeah,
except it's like it just doesn't make any sense. Like it just
yeah. But trust me, it gets worse because like the most recent chapter, there's like this one girl who has like these pseudo shinjutsu powers, and she's able to kind of like mentally manipulate people. Like her main ability is that like anyone who like looks at her, except like a handful of people, which like instantly fall in love with her,
bruh.
which is like which is definitely an interesting power and not boring at all. But she
Yeah,
basically used
well,
her abilities.
it's very thoughtful. It's very thought out.
Actually, I see this page more. So, remember you know the black hair dude who fought Boruto in the very opening, who was like the one, like for the 1 second Boruto was cool.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, yeah. His name's Kawaki, and he's like was an outsider from the village, and he came in and got like kind of like adopted by Naruto.
Yeah, I remember
And
that part. I remember that part.
yeah, I don't remember, I don't know how it happened because I haven't read all of it. I just like read the most new chapter on a whim. Basically, they think that Naruto is dead, and they think that like Kawaki was the one who did it. But I'm pretty sure Naruto's alive, and I don't think Kawaki did it. Maybe he did
Wait,
or
so was there
something.
a time skip?
Well, there's probably gonna be times because what happened was the girl who made people fall in love with her used her like Shinjutsu powers as like Kawaki's wish to make almost the entire world except for like Sarada and Sasuke and maybe like a few other people think that Boruto and Kawaki were the other person. So they just switched places. So now they think Kawaki is Naruto's son and like the child of the Hokage, and they think Boruto is the outsider who just like killed Naruto.
Wait, so people think that there's so many like working parts on this right now. So okay,
Yeah,
so
I did
people.
kind of just flashbang you with that. I apologize.
No. Okay, so it's essentially before that the Shinjutsu chick came around, they thought that the black hair kid killed Naruto.
Yes.
Okay, so that's already like a good WTF moment. But now he switched. Then she used her power to switch the perception,
Yeah.
except for
So,
Sarada and Sasuke.
yeah. So now they think that Boruto is the bad guy and like the entire village is against him now.
Wow, so it's almost like he's Naruto from the original series now. You see what they did there?
Yeah. Yeah. It's almost like he's an outsider now.
You
It's
see
very
what
original.
happened? You see what he's gonna be able to under. It's gonna be so much character development.
Yeah.
It all makes sense. It makes
Yeah.
so much sense.
Yeah. I'm almost going to read Boruto just to see how bad it is.
I don't.
But
It also reminds me of like of a movie that they did in. I mean, obviously it's not canon, but like where like it's like the premise, if I remember correctly, was uh Obito did a mock trial with a Tsukiyomi and like switched and like threw Naruto and Sakura into some like I don't even know if it's like I don't know the exact details. Especially like
I do
Naruto,
remember
like
this is like the one movie I watched. I know what you're talking about.
yeah, but it was like it was just like uh uh it was just like a garbage movie that no one liked,
Yeah.
and they
I
just like
only
did it.
watched the movie just because like I watched the movie because I wanted to see like Naruto gets like interact with his parents. And that was like the
Yeah,
only thing like they ever themed about it. But
exactly. But it was like
yeah.
why they consider like a garbage movie, but then they decided to like take that constructive feedback and just like throw it into Boruto.
So I know you guys hated this movie, but you guys were okay with it because it wasn't canon. But what if it was canon?
What if it was canon, guys? How would that make you feel? It's just mind boggling to me. That is like the creative decisions. But I digress. I digress.
I just gotta pray to God that it just ends as soon as possible so they can
When
just put his
uh
legacy in the ground and let it rest.
yeah, when what was I gonna say? Uh shoot, what was this? Oh yeah, so how far is the manga compared to the anime?
I don't know. Uh Fuck. I know that like apparently like the anime is getting put like on some sort of hiatus or something, but I have no fucking clue.
I just remember there was like some dumb I just remember like people like it's finally back, guys. It's finally getting good again. And it was like about
Proceeds to have
somebody
Sasuke
being
fight dinosaurs.
yeah, it's like they finally done with the filler, guys. Just get back to the action. And just like it just looks so incredibly garbage to me. Like, I just couldn't. I just can't understand the thought process behind some of these people.
But that's the secret, Luke. They just made so that the filler is canon to the anime.
Oh,
Yeah, like, if you go on animefiller.com and you just look at Boruto, it will say it has no filler. It's all anime canon.
I see. That makes perfect sense now. Why did I not think of this before?
Yeah.
It's such a great idea. Oh my gosh, dude, my it's I don't know. I just have the same feelings that I do about like like the current Marvel. What do they call it? Uh, uh,
Phase,
Marvel. Yeah, like the same like shit
multiverse of
that
man.
Marvel. Yeah, Marvel's in. It's just completely just like no one wants this, dude. Like I'm sorry.
Yeah, like RGJ is gone.
Yeah,
Just like
I mean, yeah, and I get it. Maybe I'm just too disconnected to be like to tell whether like, these are like good characters or not, but nonetheless, just like bruh.
yeah,
Like Tom Holland's like the only dude I care about in that franchise.
yeah. But
Yeah,
not to cut
but
short, but it is 3:10 a.m. and I have to wake up at like 9:15, so I should probably go to bed soon.
oh, come about to. Are you done with midterms or?
Uh, I have like I know an exam this actually this week, but it's open notes and on Canvas, so
Nice.
it's I'm like the last exam that I had for that class, I got like a 39.67 out of 40 because I misread one thing.
Oh,
Like all the
okay,
questions are literally ripped from the PowerPoint slides. So
nice. So
yeah,
you got a comfortable margin.
yeah, I'm being chilling in that class.
You're being chill. Oh, nice. Then do you know what you're doing over the summer or no?
Hoping to get that internship at a company that I will not say for various reasons, but
Sure.
I don't know if that internship opportunity is going to be open.
Hmm.
So
Hmm. Is this the internship in our hometown or?
if hypothetically you and I were from the same hometown, then yes, it would be that internship.
Oh, okay. What about the one in Philly?
Well, hypothetically, if there was an internship in Philly, I haven't really looked into that one that much because it was like I think it was like just IT support, and I don't know if I necessarily want to like do that.
Sure. Sure. Do you know when you'll hear back or?
Uh, no, I am in contact with who was in charge of the internship at our hypothetical hometown that may or may not exist. But
Yeah.
yeah, I gotta wait for that.
No, you still holding out?
I'm still holding that hope.
Okay. Okay. Do you know when you hear back by or no?
I mean, I hope it be soon. I might have to. I should probably just email the guys be like, hey, do you have any update on that internship, or should I like probably start looking for other opportunities just to be
Yeah.
safe?
Do you think what would you do instead? Just take some more classes?
Um, Maybe I might. 'Cause, yeah, I might probably take like some tech electives. That would be nice. But if not, like I don't know. I would be cool to get an internship at I know there's a hypothetical bank inside our hypothetical hometown, and they know that like they hypothetically require software engineers. So if I could do
Oh,
that,
that could be
that'd be
cool.
convenient.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
I do that like not like today obviously, but I do that. That'd be cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if they even like are looking for any internship. I know I've seen like intern postings there. So
Yeah,
if they
I
had
think
that,
that'd
I
be
would.
cool.
Yeah, that would be.
Do you think you'll
That'd
be
be.
in our hypothetical hometown regardless?
I would hope to be in the hypothetical hometown. Yes.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you're trying to outstretch it a little bit. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I could not
Well,
survive in the hypothetical. Philadelphia, the hypothetical city. It's not like a bad city, but I don't know. I feel like if I
depends where
was
you're
in a
at.
big, yeah, I feel like if I was in like a big city for too long, I'd just go insane.
I would agree unless it's Tokyo. Unless it's a city in Japan, then I can't do it. Sorry, I
So you're saying
hypothetically
that
in.
you are Japanese at this point.
I'm not saying that I live in Japan, but I have hypothetically been here for an extended period of time.
This is hypothetical. So you have hypothetically been there for 2 months at this point.
I'm hypothetically saying it's 4:14 p.m. where I am right now. So yeah, I'll leave it at
Wait,
that. But yeah,
4:14. Oh, does Japan hypothetically not have daylight savings time?
fuck no, dude.
Oh, then I guess
Yeah,
you are hypothetically now only 13 hours ahead of me instead of 14 hours ahead of me. Damn.
yeah. You guys. Hypothetically, anyone that lives in the United States can suck my dick. That shit is dumb.
Yeah, it is hypothetically very dumb. Although it is nice now that when I leave my lab at like 7 p.m. because everyone's trying to just come, I
Mhm.
can now walk down and see like a little bit of sunlight instead of just pure darkness.
That is awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, so I'll probably I'm not I'll either be at ND or I'll be in New York City for the summer. So I don't know yet. So regardless, regardless.
Well, you better just make sure you come back at some point so that we can go to the
So dude, that'd be yeah, I'll definitely be home for that.
yeah.
I figure like, even I mean if I'm at ND I can take time off, as long, it just depends on like my schedule in the lab. In my sorry,
That's true, yeah.
in a hypothetical lab.
Yeah, and by ND you mean the Notre Dame High School instead of a
Yeah,
hypothetical
I
area
mean
close to our
I
hypothetical.
mean the chapel of Notre Dame in Paris. Yeah.
Wait, by Notre Dame you mean Montessori Elementary School.
Yeah. No, I did not. I'm at North Dakota University.
You actually go to Brigham Young University?
I'm young. I yeah, me and Mary, right? That'd be funny, dude. All right, yeah, I actually gotta go get a haircut as well. All right, I'm gonna try to. I don't know if I need like a reservation or not, so I'm just gonna like walk in and be like, "Can I get a haircut?"
Hopefully don't kick you out like that one ramen restaurant did.
Dude, I hope not. That'd be hella awkward if they did.
Yeah.
All right,
But I
dude.
guess now to wrap it up for our podcast listeners, Jujutsu Kaisen is probably the best modern shonen. It's running right
Uh,
now, and Chainsaw Man is
dude,
also really good. Well, I guess I
would
think
you
if you
say
count
that
Chainsaw Man,
would you say call it shonen though, or like a seinen?
I think it's like it blurs the line between shonen and seinen. I think it feels so distinct from all the shonen that I don't think it feels right to
Yeah,
categorize.
yeah. It doesn't really fit like even like One Piece. I would say like not like those kind of deals. Those kind of deals. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd say JJK is definitely the best manga shonen.
yeah.
One Piece aside, because I haven't read it yet.
One Piece, I don't think it really counts as like being modern, but I would say that I think One Piece is slightly better than Jujutsu Kaisen.
That is high praise. That's high praise. Yeah, I'll is there anything else I wanted to read before One Piece? Because I finished Vagabond, so I'm chilling. I'm being chilling with that. Let me check consult my list. Uh
It's if you want to watch Cyberpunk Edge Runners, that's only 10 episodes. Like you can bring that
oh,
home in
I
like
have been watching
that.
it. I have been watching. I watched a couple episodes the other day.
Hmm.
Um, like the one big man just like went psycho.
Oh, so you're preferring like Mango Cyber Cycle in like episode 6 or something,
Let me check what
or maybe
episode. I'm on
5.
episode. I'm on episode 8.
Oh, so you have 3 episodes left.
Yeah, it just yeah. So I don't think I finished 7 yet. Yeah, an old contact just in for an old job for a big job. It was like that one dude from the one corporation.
Yeah, the guy with 3 eyes on the one side of his face.
Yeah, yeah, that dude. So I guess maybe perhaps yeah, I don't know. I just don't really. I guess it's just like the narrative, like what it's kind of converging towards. I'm just unsure of. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Well, you'll see. I think it's a pretty solid show.
It's a pro. I mean, it's not bad by any means. Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, I gotta get back into it. I do like what they do with between him and Lucy.
Yeah.
That was solid. That was solid
There's
acting.
no pussyfooting around that relationship, thankfully.
No, thankfully. Yeah, no. So I'll probably. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll start One Piece tomorrow. See how far I can get.
Well, you gotta start at some point. It ain't
I
gonna
just
start
I
for you.
know. I just gotta tear off the band-aid. Tear off the band-aid. We should do like every 100 episodes. We can do a recap.
Actually, the I could find like the good points because like actually the first 100 chapters is fine because chapter like 100 is when they get out of East Blue
Okay. Into the Grand Blue, or whatever.
Grand Line.
Grand Line. Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, we can touch base. We can touch base. Every
yeah.
100 chapters or so then. Yeah. That sounds good. That sounds good.
Yeah,
I
or
can
like we just
finally
do like
buy some.
every major arc or something.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, I can finally go buy One Piece characters or One Piece figures for like hella cheap over here and know what they are.
I'm gonna have to have you buy me a One Piece figure and reimburse you for that.
No, I already got you one. I got you a I got you a Usui one, not Usui, a Utah one.
You got me a Usopp one?
I got you, yeah, you looking pretty corny. That's from the movie though. Oh shit.
What's one of them? Is this like the most recent one, like the Red
Yeah,
movie?
he's got like a deer on his head. I thought it looked funny. But yeah, no. I got you one of that, and I'll probably try and because this store you can get it for hella cheap. I'll see if I can snag another one. Oh, dude, the filter's going down, dude. Oh my god, dude.
No.
Oh god, dude, my
Damn, I
eyeball is
doxed you.
blowing out of here. Yeah, yeah, that sounds good, dude. All right, I'll let you go. Get to bed. I gotta see if I can get myself a tight fade.
All right, you get that fresh cut. Make
Yeah, I'll
sure to
see you.
bring a do-rag with you. Make sure it fits with the cut.
Yeah, I'll make sure I can get those waves if I'm feeling wavy. It'll last.
All right,
All right, I'll see you.
see ya.
Peace.